update. So this is going to be a quick one because there's not really much going on or much to tell you. So I am 3 days past 5-day transfer as of today. And as far as my feelings and symptoms, I don't really have too much. I mean, I have one that's a little bothersome, and I don't know if it's from medication or from this process or whatever, but um my my stomach is just not right. So um I'll leave it at that. It's just not right. um what else? I should really write this stuff down before I come on and talk. Oh, one thing I really am not happy about is so since the progesterone injection is progesterone and oil, it has decided to manifest itself in my system by coming out of the pores of my face, the oil. Nowhere else am I oily. I'm actually quite dry because of the winter weather, but my face, my skin does not even feel like my skin usually does. And I don't know if you can see it. Probably not, but I'll post a picture. But it is pretty oily, and it's almost like a shellac of oil on my skin. It doesn't feel normal. Like my skin is terrible. Like you can wipe off the oil, and I am convinced, and so is my husband, that it is a result of the progesterone. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but yeah, I am not happy about that. And because of it, I've like started to break out a little bit. Not happy about it. Um, so what else? As far as my pelvis, I I was a little crampy up until yesterday and maybe even early this morning. Excuse me. But then the cramping has subsided, and I was able to, move around fluidly without noticing the feeling um, of crampiness in my pelvis. But what has not gone away, and what I still feel, is like a pelvic fullness. Um, because I don't know how else to describe it, but it feels like when your stomach's full after eating. That's how my pelvis feels. So I have the pelvic fullness, and and it definitely feels like fullness because when I sit down, I feel it. It's not pressure, but like I can feel fullness. And and that's it. I keep saying that's it, and then I find new things to say. Um, I have actually, I don't know, I've been a little bit more hungry. Like I find myself trying to tell myself not to eat as much as I desire to eat. And I don't know if that's just because I am not a thin woman, and that's you know, backfiring on me, or if it's from medic. I have no clue what it's from. So I've just been greedy for the past couple days. Um yeah, tired is not more than usual because I'm always tired. I've been working ridiculously, and so is everybody else at my job, all my coworkers. It's been tough on everybody lately, um, with staff shortages, and everybody having to chip in to make things work. So tired is not an unusual thing to me. I have been chugging away at my water. Um, I honestly, I really don't like drinking water. I don't. enjoy it. It's not something I practice as often as I should, but I do it because I know it's good for me, it's good for my body, and I want to make the optimal conditions for everything to go right. So, weird fact about me, but maybe it's not so weird. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I totally talk to my embryo that's in there. I give the little he or she pep talks every day. And sometimes a couple times a day. I started with, the encouragement to stick in there and to make themselves comfortable and to know that they're welcome. And I know that's probably weird, but I feel better speaking it to my embryo and encouraging my embryo to do the right thing. Because I want it to stay there. I do. Or I wouldn't have gone through this whole process. So emotionally, I'm anxious. A good anxious though. I'm really trying to stay away from negativity and getting myself worked up or worried about what can be or what may be or what might not be or whatever. I'm just trying to stay positive and think about what the result of this could be. Where I stand now is that this process started for me back in October, and here we are, towards the end of December, and everything that we work towards is here, so it's a little nerve-wracking because it's less than a week away, and I'll know what's going on. But that brings me to my next issue. So, to test or not to test. So, my debate is I would love to wait for my beta and figure it out then if everything was successful or not. However, I have the tingle to test sooner. And I don't know if I should or not. So please comment and give me your feedback and let me know to test or not to test. Because I just don't know. Since my beta is going to be Christmas Eve, I don't know if I want to test beforehand. Just in case things aren't working out, I won't have a sucky Christmas. But either way, I have faith. I know, God is doing his thing, but I don't know if I should test earlier. I know a lot of people do, but I just don't know if I should wait and have the element of surprise. So let me know what you think on the subject. And that's all I really have for you. So I'll talk to you guys soon.